Hi and welcome to NTS Golf. This is episode number 2, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my midweek practice and when I go to the driving range, my routine to help me stay focused for my golf at the weekend. My question to you is, when you practice outside of your playing hours, so outside of work, how do you cope? How do you find you practice well? And what works best for you? We're coming up to midweek now. It's time for a practice session. I like going to my local driving range. I have done for a number of years now, and it's pretty much the first place I actually hit a golf ball as well, so it brings back good memories and I'm nice and relaxed there. I enjoy it. It's a driving range not far from me. It's a place called AB Golf Driving Range, and it's in Long Crendon. It's a good driving range. They had new mats just recently installed, so nice to hit off of. There's some good targets to choose from. There's some barrels, there's a car, there's a pond. No, there's 2 ponds actually. And it's good to focus on these targets when I'm practicing. When I go to practice, I have a routine. I like to have a routine. I feel that's important. So many times I've gone to the driving range and I see people there just hitting ball after ball after ball, and they're just hitting it for hitting's sake. There's no thought process behind it. Also, they are just hitting drivers and, you know, the money clubs, the clubs that kind of sound good, watch the ball going further. To me, I want my practice to be efficient and also to be useful as well. So I have a routine that I stick to. So when I start my routine, obviously I have a quick warm-up for 3 to 5 minutes, a few stretches, a few movements just to get the muscles working, just to get the swing going. Start off a nice slow swing, and then I speed up to my normal speed and rhythm. Then when I start off with a 7-iron. The reason I do that is just a medium iron. It's relatively longer shots, but also shorter shots at the same time. It just gives me kind of the middle ground, basically. Then I hit 5 shots with that. That's just enough then, just 5 to just feel my way in, start getting a rhythm going. And then I change club and I go straight down to sandwich. The sandwich is my next club. I'm still hitting a full shot with it, but it's in a different loft and it's a slightly different swing, slightly different mentality. Also, it means that the first target comes into play, which is the pond, and so I enjoy hitting into that, seeing a splash of the water and things like that. Another 5 shots with the sandwich, and then I'll start alternating. So then sandwich, I go back up to a 5-iron. 5 shots with the 5-iron, then I'll come back down, and then I'll start hitting my short shots. I'll start hitting my scoring style shots. So I'll start doing pitch shots. The pitch shots, I'll go to the barrels. They have upturned barrels, which if you get it straight in one go, there's a lovely ring to it, and it's really good, really satisfying sound. That's about 50 yards away, 30 yards away. I'll try and position myself so I can go to the two different barrels, and they're slightly different distances as well. That'll be 5 shots also. Then I go back up to my 4-iron, which I'll then hit 5 more shots. Then after the 5-iron, I'll come back down and I'll go to a different wedge. The first time around, the 5 pitch shots, they were with a sand wedge. The second 5 pitch shots, they'll be with a lob wedge. Then after those 5 pitch shots, I go back up, and instead of a 4-iron, I then go to the 5 wood. 5 shots with the 5 wood, see how that goes. Then come back down again, and then 5 more pitch shots, and this time back to the sand wedge. After those 5 shots, back up to 3 wood, and 5 shots with that. Now with my woods and my longer clubs, there are a few greens in the distance. I think there's one at 150 yards, there's another one at 200 yards. So I'm still aiming for these targets as well. Still trying to focus my mind down. I feel that 5 shots with each gives me enough focus that I can just, how can I put it? I can hit it. I can focus enough, there's enough pressure on each shot to hit those targets, but I'm not being complacent that if I miss with them, I've got a load more balls to play with. Also, it means then that after the 5, I go back to a completely different club in the sense of different loft, different distance I have to hit it, different mentality as well. With those pitch shots, it means I've really got to focus on stopping it in the position rather than hitting the line and the distance. It's more trying to think about actually hit a tiny small target, be it in the top of a barrel, which is what, 2 feet, 2.5 feet wide, so not very big at all. After the 3-wood, going back to that, 5 shots with that, then I'll come back, 5 more pitch shots. I think we're on to lob wedge now, so I hit 5 more lob wedge shots, pitch shots, and then after that back to the driver. The driver I'll hit a couple more, so normally 5 to 7. I don't know why, I just feel that I just need a little bit more practice on those drives, and I don't often get it quick enough with just the 5 shots. Now with these ones, obviously there's less of a target, there's no greens outside of that. However, I can choose to hit it over the last green at 200 yards, and if I can choose that, that's like my middle of the fairway line. And then right at the end of the range there is a fence. The fence is probably about 220, something like that. That means if I can hit the fence with the range balls at 220, I'm giving myself a good distance to then take onto the course as well. Then after the driver, very last club, I just go back. It's a nice short iron, so I just go for a 9-iron. 5 shots with the 9-iron. Just take it over a green, try and hit that green, and it's still a scoring club, but it's a little bit longer scoring club. And that is my routine. So the reason I've stuck with this, well, I just find that a routine gives me good frame of mind, good peace. I can actually find that I can concentrate as well, and it's also helping my scoring shots and my overall shots that I'll mostly be playing during my round. So pitch shots, trying to get up and down if I do miss greens, scoring shots as well. So if I hit it close or there's shorter par 4s I can get it close to, I'm going to be hitting shorter distances in, and I really need to get up and down to help my score. I really need those birdies. And then likewise the longer shots, if it's windy or if there's dog legs, or if I'm hitting my longer clubs off the tee anyway, obviously I'm just trying to make sure I'm hitting the fairway as well. So again, just keeping that efficiency up, hitting as many fairways, as many greens, as many pitch shots close that I can do. I really enjoy going to the range. It really just helps my game, and I find that going on a Wednesday or a Thursday really helps out with the weekend as well. I have a day off then to think about it all on the Friday, and then I go into the weekend nice and fresh physically and mentally, ready for my game on Saturday or Sunday. the practice session finished, it went well tonight. I was very pleased. It was nice and structured. I felt that I hit some really good shots as well, and a lot of consistent shots also. There wasn't any really that I hit badly. They would have also all would have found the fairway, not been in silly trouble, not gone out of bounds, that kind of thing. I hit a few that went into the pond, which was good, and a few into the short pond, which was really good also. Hope you liked what you saw on the video. It's often very difficult to capture how it looks as well, really easily as well, but with the night flight at least you can see the trace of the balls as well. What you saw is my swing. That's my normal swing. I felt like I swing it in my regular tempo, not too fast, not too slow, just what I'm used to. Please comment below on what you feel it looked like. I know it's not perfect, and I have my quirks as well, but that's why we're doing these videos. We're going to hope to try and make things better, try and improve on things, and try and get a real good swing, real solid swing. But I hit it really well tonight, so I'm pleased with that. Tonight I felt it was good because I had a good rhythm throughout. I didn't really deviate from that. I didn't try any silly shots that are outside of my capabilities, and I didn't try and push any shots either too hard, too far, too fast, that kind of thing. I was really well controlled tonight with the way that I thought, and I was focused, and I really kept within the model of rhythm that I wanted to do. To improve, well, I could probably improve with my long grinds. There was a couple that just went slightly left on me. I've got to try and stop doing that, but it's better before. My stock shape before used to be a slight fade turning into a bit of a weak slice, whereas now I can hit draws more often and get a bit more distance and strength in the ball, get the ball going through the wind better. However, obviously with a draw, if you hit a bad one, it tends to draw a bit more, can turn into a bit of a hook. Less so with me in terms of hooks, they turn into a bit more of pushes. So I've got to try and stop doing that. And it can tend to be more on the long grinds as well, where there's slightly less forgiveness. So that's what I've got to work on, but much improved tonight. No real drastic ones in there, no terrible ones either, so very good indeed. So now you've seen what I do at the driving range. I'm going to include more videos of this. I hope it's not too boring. I hope it gives you a good insight of what's going on. And certainly there'll be other times when I go to the range where I will be working on specific things. So I'll be sharing that with you more and showing more of that on the videos. But tonight was more of an introduction about how I go to the range, what I do, my practice, my routine, everything like that. So that's everything. If you've enjoyed the video, please like it down below. Please subscribe to the channel, and yeah, try out a few more of my videos. I'll keep trying to update as regularly as possible. It is tricky. This YouTube lark is very difficult, and I really sympathise now with everyone that does it regularly and even daily YouTube videos. I don't know how you do that, but you're very, very good at it. However, the more videos I do, hopefully the content will become better, and hopefully I'll become a bit more efficient in how I post up my videos as well. So if you like it, please subscribe, hit the button. Oh, one more thing. Twitter. I've got a Twitter account as well. It's NTS Golf. You can hopefully see the feed and the link down below if I get it right, or if I'm allowed to from YouTube. If not, NTS Golf on Twitter. And yeah, just like me on that as well. Anyway, I'll see you all soon.